Before we start, perhaps we can just take 30 seconds, 1 minute, just to go here and relax so we can align all together. Well, first of all, I would like to say thank you to Nicolas and to the team for this opportunity that they are creating this beautiful festival for all of us. And I am very thankful that I can share with you what I'm also doing and sharing with people. I would like to well, my name is Gaston Bacchiani, and I am from Argentinian. It's okay. I am living in Germany, and I for 4 years, my body told me that I should stop eating solids and change the way that I get nourishment for something more subtle. So I didn't have any idea about prana or breatharianisms, and I wasn't vegetarian or vegan, or I never fasted in my life. So for me it was everything new. But I would like to share with you what happened before, because for me it's very important the explanation before to get this point. And well, my body asked me to stop eating. I looked in internet, I found the Living on Light documentary. My body said yes, and I did the 21-day process alone at home with the book of Shasmuhin, from Shasmuhin. And since then, I am drinking liquids. I got a lot of changes after that. On the physical level, my body wanted to do more sport, more things. I started to do acrobatics. I did my first flick-flack. Do you know what is flick-flack? This is when you jump like this, and you are with your hands and then back. When I was 43 years old, and I wanted to do it when I was 18, but I had fear, and then suddenly the body said, let's go do acrobatics, and then I started to do sports, and as I told you before, I did half marathons, triathlons, but always following what my body was telling me. I don't train, I'm just listening what the body says. This is an important change, and it looks very interesting. But the best or the bigger benefit for me was the clarity. there was something that changed. There was something that shift in the way I start to see life. Everything. So, and I got a lot of inner space in me. And that gave me peace and freedom. And this is what I would like to share with you today. How, for me, I appear in this situation, in this Pranic situation, that I didn't look for that. I'm going to share my story. I'm going to share my mistakes or my misunderstanding that perhaps can help you not to do it. And you can benefit from that. And then I would like to share a little tool that you can utilize. Well, the story is quickly. I grew up in a business family, so I study business administration. And in my family, the goal is to make business and grow. And when I was 30, I got my degree before, and then I had three businesses. Myself, with people, and everything. And one day I woke up. It was almost like a burnout that I had with 30 or 29. And I got this picture. I felt myself. Do you know when you go to the gym and there is a room that everybody is doing spinning with a bike like this? You know, so everybody is sweating, but nobody goes anywhere because the bikes are on the floor. So I wanted to go somewhere, but I found myself like in this bike. Sweating, burning, thinking. So I developed the first part of my life here. A lot of energy here. That is why it was almost this burnout. So my first flip or change or like kick the chess board was when I was 30, and I say, I don't want to be in the bike anymore. I jump out. So I left this room in the gym. Everybody was doing like this, business, working. It was so hard to hold everything. And I realized that it should be something else. It cannot be the society like this. This is not life. So I quit. I sold everything and I left everything, and without money I started to travel in South America. And I start to follow my intuition. And it was like a bird in a cave that suddenly someone opened the door and the bird go out and start flying. And when I start to follow my intuition, this magic happens. You know, you start to feel wherever you have to go, do whatever you feel, and everything is like perfect. You know, everything is like, you cannot believe it what happened. So the next 3 years of my life was just, a lady invited me to come to Germany. I went to Germany. I always loved to dance. I used to dance musicals. And I was in Berlin, and there was an audition to go to a festival, and I never danced salsa, and I joined them. I learned salsa in 9 months, and I learned LA style, which is a special style from salsa. And then we were invited to go to the International Salsa Festival in LA. So I was performing on stage in the top level of the salsa LA style. And I say, ooh, from nothing, zero, and then the top level in 9 months, I can't believe it. Then I was in Berlin and the people say, are you Argentinian? Yes. You dance tango? No. Are you Argentinian? Yes. Just tango? No. So I thought I need to learn tango just to say yes. Because everybody was asking, and I said yes. So I started to learn tango. The teacher asked me, oh, I am separating from my partner, dance partner. Can you help me? Because you have a position, you move good, you get the movements. I need to do shows. And I already book shows. Could you like to make the shows with me? And I say, okay, yes. So I start to perform in tango on stage in Berlin and different places. And my last tango presentation was in the Philharmonie in Berlin. So again, from zero to top, and I say, whew. You know, it's like this guy, whoa, this flying, and life is crazy. Everything what I was in the cave, I am living another lifestyle, just following my intuition. Great. I wanted to be an actor, and it was in Germany, and I never talked German. I started to learn German in Germany. In less than 3 years, I do camera acting, and I was appearing on TV on the at 7 p.m. and everybody looks this kind of things serious and all this stuff. And I say, what is this? What is this? Just a wish, a feeling. I was just not creating. I was just following the impulse that life offered to me. And everything was great, And it was like a feeling that, you feel like Superman. It's like, this is not life, it's a game that you go. And when appear a problem, or something that I didn't want it to feel, or to have, I was very good, like an eagle, like, escaping. I was very good in escaping. All the situations that I didn't want to leave. And, it was so beautiful because the life gave me this opportunity, like a bird, when you're flying and say, it's been, oh, so beautiful. It's like, I believe I can fly, and you are like this. And suddenly you came here, and there is a window now. So suddenly something happened that they say, where is the intuition? Something happened. It's not important, because all of us, we have this sometimes, that life hit us in the face, in the middle of the face. And this was the situation that I never expected. And I promise you, I am with metaphysics, with shamanism, with all this spiritual life since my 20s. And I knew a lot of techniques, a lot of things, tricks, stones, all possible to create my reality. So I utilize all my tools that I have in my bag to change the situations, because I didn't want to have this situation. And I couldn't. And it was the first time in my life that the life told me, okay, guy, stop and start feeling. And it was like, and I had to go through a hole that I didn't want it. When this happened, I started to feel a lot of injustice with people, with the government, with God, with the Ascendas Masters, with Buddha and Krishna and everybody. Everybody was not helping me. I was a victim. And with this injustice keep going, I start to feel anger, till the point that I was just anger. he realized my anger. Till the point that I couldn't be like a normal person. I was just going to the subway. I remember the subway that I was just waiting that someone look at me in the eyes, bad, just to go like a and give all this energy out of me, because it was too much and I couldn't digest it. So I started to be like a bad guy, what I thought, and also dangerous, because I had a lot of violence inside. So that was the other break point in my life. Till the moment that I found someone who told me, well, Gaston, perhaps it's time that you start to take care of your emotions. Perhaps it's time that you start to be responsible for what you are feeling. Perhaps it's time not to be a victim anymore. This is also a choice, instead of giving the guilt outside. And I wanted to punch the guy too, because I couldn't, it was so obvious that it was so unjust, this situation. And the problem was that all my surrounder, all the people around me, justify when I was telling this, everybody was saying, this is very unjust, you are right, the other person is wrong. So nobody could help me. Thanks this guy, only one guy, gave me the opportunity to realize this. So since then, I made workshops with him and his group and people and all this stuff. And I learned to take the responsibility of what I feel. Everything. So, and I worked 9 years. And it took me a lot of time, first, to accept the injustice. I can swear, injustice, to integrate it is very, very difficult. You need to open and stretch in yourself to let it in. Then I had a lot of anger. It took me a lot of time too. And then I found my pain. I have a big, big, big pain inside, but I couldn't see it. It was hidden. I integrated it, I put it back inside of me. And then, at the end, I found a need that I had no clue that I had this need. It took me 9 years to find all the way down to myself to understand this. So, 9 years after this process, because I learned the language of my body, one day my body told me, okay, emotionally we are clear enough, mentally we are clear enough, please stop eating things that it doesn't help. We don't want this anymore. So that is why when I did my 20 days process, it was smooth. I didn't have too much reaction because I worked 9 years before all my reactions. And this is my invitation to all of you. I know that if you are here, it's because you want to be Breatharian and you want to change the way you get the nourishment. And my question to you is, this is a question that you can answer to yourself and be very honest, is why you want to be a Breatharian, why you want to get to reach this. And if the answer is, when I get this point, I'm not going to feel this, I'm not going to have this situation anymore, you are losing opportunities. You can try all the different methods, that they are very beautiful, but at the end of the story, you have to see your emotions. You have to feel them with consciousness. I got some calls from people doing the different process for different people, and they say, oh, in the process is so beautiful, I can do it, it's great. And then I come back home and I have my family, I have my friends, I have my work, and I get triggered and I start eating again. And this is like emotional thing. And I say, I know. So it is important that we pay attention what's going on inside of us. So this is very short what happened to me. And now I'm going to explain what changed in the way I see things, I see life. And I'm going to call it my old consciousness, and new consciousness. The new, it doesn't mean that the old is wrong. The old has to be there, but the new is just like an upgrade on that. Yes? So I'm not saying that there is something good or wrong. We used to think, or we learn, this is what I learned, is that when something is pressing and contracted, there is something wrong in me. I am ill, I have a problem, or there is something that is not in harmony. So what I learned is that all these contractions and pain are information. It's our energy that wants to contact us. It's actually our being, our essence, trying to contact us, to give us a message. It's our own energy that didn't find the right place inside of us. It's like a puzzle. You know, when we feel confused, it's because the pieces are out and we cannot see a clear picture. And each emotion, when we integrate them, it's like we're putting one part of the puzzle in the right place. And what I mean with integration, I mean feel the emotion with consciousness. We used to feel things, but we don't want to have them. So I am feeling contraction here, and I'm always trying to pull it out. And this is not with consciousness. This is, I want not to have this. This is my here. You know? But actually this part of us wants to come in. I know that this is a very different concept because we create a society to heal us, to cure us, to repair a mistake or something wrong that we have, and we read all these messages as something wrong. So this is an invitation to the new consciousness, to start to understand what is happening in this part of the body. I always said, I don't share things for this part. When the people ask me, why, where it's coming from, can you explain me? I say, I don't know. I utilize this part of the body. And I say, what do you feel? And if you feel something, I am with you. And I feel with you. And I feel together. If there is pain or contraction, I am with you. I'm not blocking. But I can do this only if I know my inner map, if I know all these frequencies. So what I realize is this. I'm going to tell you one thing. What I realize this later, that is why I'm giving you these things, that when someone asks me, how was life, Gaston, how is your life? And when I say, well, my life is like this, like that, it's because in this part of the body was everything open. And when I was saying my life is not good and whatever, injustice, it's because this part of the body was contracting. So I discovered that I was describing people, situation, person, everything with this. If opens, I say, oh, I like it, it's beautiful, thank you, love, blah, blah, blah. When close, oh, I don't like it, it's wrong, bad energy, oh, go away, toxic. So I discovered that there is only two possibilities. It's like a binary code, or open or close, no more. And if you check in all your life, you have only these two possibilities. So, of course, I was my whole life looking for open, 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 open. Where is happiness? Where is love? Where is people that love me? Open, open. And when contract, I say, oh, I don't want this. And I was always putting a focus somewhere, trying not to feel contraction. And this is what happened with me. It's like before I was in this situation, and the situation is A, situation A. It doesn't matter what it is. If I feel comfortable and open, I was here in A. Oh, I like A, it's a good place to be, nice person, everything, because it's open. But when I am here and I start to close, someone tells something to me or something happened that I don't like, it's I say, oh, I don't like A anymore. I need to find a B. And I start to find different possibilities that my mind think that if I go to B, B1, B2, B3, different possibilities, says, oh, go to B, and you are not going to feel what you are feeling in A anymore. So, like the carrot, go to B, go to B. In one part of my life was be, for example, a businessman. Go businessman, go to businessman. I went to businessman, say, oh, I'm not going to feel this. That's good. I am now a businessman, through business, everything. Ooh, it's still pressing. Oh, okay. Where should leave everything, no more business yet. Okay, that is C, go to C. So I left everything and I went to C. Oh, I am in C now. I don't feel this. But then always start to press again. I say, what the fuck? What's going on here? I am always escaping from A to B to C, and it's always pressing the same thing. When someone did something that I read it as unjust, anger, everything. So then I realized that I was always following carrots. My mind thought that when I'm going to be there, so all of us, we have different carrots. When I'm going to get married, when I'm going to find the right partner, the right woman, the right man, or when I'm going to have this job, or when my father give me this, or whatever. When some in other moment outside, but never inside. I don't want to feel. So when I got this, I told you this moment that a lot of emotion. I say to me, would you like to keep living with carrots? Be honest, Gaston. Would you like to escape always? what happens if you stay in A, don't move anymore, and feel, and let the things burn inside. So I decided to start in A and to allow this pressure press. And this pressure press. And breathe. And let it in. I say to life, I'm not going to escape anymore. I am going to expand. And this is why I found the inner space. I realized that before, in my old consciousness, my inner space was so small that I needed, when my being wanted to come out, and my mental structure was so small, get all this pressure in my body. So I decided to stay here, to feel it with consciousness. This is the difference. Before I was feeling, trying to put it out, pressure here, but now is, you would like to press? Yes, so press. And I have a yes to this emotion, to this body sensation. And I breathe, and I open, and I open, and I expand, and expand, and expand. I know it's new, but when we start to try and to let it in, what we are earning is like more inner space. Before I was living in one room house, and when I was opening the door in the morning, there was a lot of emotions waiting for me that wanted to come in. And I say, no, no, no. I close because I have no space. It's only for me. What I can do with you, all of you in the road, I cannot take it. So what I decided, instead of trying to throw them away, because all of them are me. All the people outside my house are me. This is my emotions. So I learned to start to respect them, to open the door and say, please, one at a time, not all together. Because I had a big road. So the first came, and it was injustice, in my case. So I closed the door again, only injustice, because there was more. And I start to feel it, and when I say to the injustice, welcome, and I open, it's like I create other room in my house for the injustice. And then I open again and come the anger. Anger. So I give space that all the energy go in all the muscles and shuttle and breathe. It looks like an exorcism sometimes because it's too much. But you breathe and you breathe and you breathe, and the energy comes to the right place inside of the body, readjust itself. It's so intelligent, our body. It's so intelligent. We just need to give our yes, come, and then readjust itself. And then we have 3 rooms. And then I like it. And then I open and bring, come on. And I created more rooms. And then I created a hotel. And then I created a big 5-star hotel with a lot of floors and rooms and everybody. And now I am working with this hotel wherever I go. And when I found someone with injustice, and I say, oh, injustice, welcome, I can take it. There is a room here also. So I can take the injustice. Someone says sadness. Oh, sadness, no problem. In the 2nd floor, I have a space for that. You know, because each time that we feel with consciousness, we create inner space in ourselves. And when I discovered this, I realized that I was all my life looking for inner space outside. Make no sense. I was my whole life want to feel relaxed. You know, of course, I say, well, I want to feel love, I want to feel love. Yes, yes, I want to feel love. But it's something looking outside. And I did my exercise. What happened if nobody in this world loved me more? Activated this fear of, I am alone, I'm going to die, and all these things. And I say, okay, let's die. And start to make this body reaction, and it's like an integration. I cannot explain it. The best word for me is integration, because something come back home. It's like, and then it's, ooh, I don't have this fear anymore of being alone. Do I need that someone love me, that I survive? No. Because I am Superman? No. Because I have a lot of love? No. Because the need, it was integrated and then dissolved. It's like, it was like an energy here. Okay, hold on. Hold on, it's nothing. It was just like an emotion here. I say, I don't want to feel my emotion. But actually, the importance of feel the emotion is because the emotions want to say us something. And when you start to feel and say, you need to do like this. Yes, okay. Yes, I am here. I am the emotion from Gaston. Yes. He doesn't want to feel me. Yeah. So, what? Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. Well, now Gaston is taking care of us, of all the emotions. So, I am sure that in all of you, there is friends of mine. Yes, that you don't take care of them. Gaston? Yes? Can you tell them that take care of the emotions? I will. Thank you. How you do that? Well, I do like this. When the emotions start, because the emotions, they have no voice, we cannot listen with the ears, but we can listen with this part of the body. So when they press here, or press here, yes, that's we are. We have only these possibilities to press, because otherwise you don't pay attention. To me, to us, okay? Continue, continue. Thank you, thank you. So, I start to do like this. What? Like this. I open my arm. I open myself when I tell you, give a space. Yes. And I say, stay with me. This is my fear. Yes. And before, I was doing like this. Go out. No. Go out. No. No, Gaston. I am you. Wake up. Wake up. You know? It's like, but now, instead of trying to put it out, what I do is say, stay here. You want to press? Yes, I want to press. I want that you pay attention. Pay attention to me. I say, okay, good. So when I let press, it's like I'm doing like this. Ah, thank you, Gaston. I felt so ignored by you so many years. I was always trying to talk with you, but you always were outside. Yes, I know. I'm sorry. No problem. Thank you that you take care of me now. You're welcome. So when we start to relate with these emotions like this, they start to say, oh, now he's paying attention to me. I don't need to bother him anymore. I feel understood. I feel at home.
I feel like we are a family all together with all the emotions. It's beautiful.
So it's like, hold on.
I can show you my sister. Yes, hello, how are you? I am the other emotion. I am always here. We are the emotions, all kind of emotions. Manly emotions, female emotions. We are here. We are so happy that Gaston discovered us. Yes. Please, Gaston. Yes. Tell them to do the same thing.
Well, they are listening. They are old enough.
Are you old enough? Are you, are you ready to take care of our friends that it is in your neck, they are in your belly, and they are in your solar plexus, calling for you? No. Oh, oh, please, pay attention. We know that, you know what? When you don't pay attention to us, we need to keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. And if you don't pay attention, we start to all your physical body. We start to and we make you kaput. Yeah. Because you need to learn to respect us. Yes, we are so important as you. The same importance. So please, yes, you are so lovely. I know. Mm, 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 mm. Ah, thank you. So, yes, this is important. Well, we would like to you pay attention to your emotions.
So guys,
What?
I am doing a conference here.
Oh, okay. We know, we know. Okay, doesn't matter. So we say choose to everybody, but keep attention on your emotions. Yes? Okay, bye.
Thank you. Thank you. So these little things that we have, I call it before monsters, because now they are cute, because I used to accept them and make space for them, but at the beginning it was like monsters, like dragons killing me inside because I never pay attention to them. So just one thing, be honest with yourself. Perhaps you feel that nobody pay attention to you, feel like you feel that you don't feel understood. Perhaps you feel alone. All the feelings had also your emotions when you don't take care of them. So we are killing ourselves, trying to make a solution, trying to cure ourselves, trying to change something inside. So it is important that all of them come back home. And then the energy start to remove here. So what else I would like to share? What time do we have? 2. Oh, a lot of things. This is why I discovered or I created something very... I didn't create it actually. I made like a game with this. And I call it the feeling technology. And why for me is the feeling technology is because I utilize this part of the body, you know. I am sure that some of you have smartphones, correct? And sometimes, can you imagine to utilize a smartphone with all the possibilities that you have in your smartphone only as a telephone? It's a little bit stupid, isn't it? Because in the smartphone you have a lot of apps and you can get much more information, you can take pictures, you can do a lot of things. So our smartphone is this part. This is the smart body. There is a lot of applications here that we don't know at the moment. And when we discover and we understand how to read these applications, we can get much more information from ourselves. So this is why this is an invitation to fill with consciousness and to create this inner space. What else I can tell? I would like to share also another thing. For me, what is important is that I create inner space in myself as much as I can. When I create inner space here, I can be with you. And you say, what that means, Gaston, creating this inner space? It means for me to get more frequencies inside of this smartphone, this smart body, to get more things. For me, there is no more bad people. This was in the old consciousness was bad people, toxic people, you know. I used to put a line, and say, on the red part, on the right part, it's good, and here is wrong, and or bad, or toxic, or something that I don't want. And in the new consciousness, I learned if I am humble enough, I take the line and I throw it away. And I take all this part that before I didn't want to take and incorporate it in me. Because I realized that when I was with a lot of injustice, when I was with a lot of anger and with a lot of pain, I made a lot of wrong things. I was the guy, that was creating. I was the toxic guy, I was the guy with problems, I was the violence, So now I can realize that all these persons, I cannot judge them anymore because I was like this. Also, I have the feeling that I can go to prison to sit with someone to kill other person, and I say, I can understand that you felt too much pressure in you and nobody could help you to this, that the only reaction is what, or whatever it is, So we need to develop this capability, a society, to create inner space. Everything, all the inputs that we have here in this society is to go outside. There is very, very little things that invite us to go inside and to create this inner space, to take the emotions, to open, to take back the energy back, to take everything back home. So that is actually the reason that I am here sharing today, to learn that everything that I was judging before, the life put me there and I was one of the bad guys. And I wasn't a bad guy. I was just a guy with a lot of pressure inside and without a space. And I needed that someone explain me that and be with me to support my own development. So That is why I say when we do the exercise, as last time, the last workshop, is that we are one in front of each other. And don't ask things. If you ask things, if you tell stories, you remain here. And I say, go here directly. It doesn't matter. Go to the person, feel it, and feel together. And if there is contraction or these emotions, perfect. Utilize this beautiful opportunity here in this kind of festivals or safe place to integrate. Take it in. And then you expand. And when we learn this very, very simple tool, we can do it every day. I'm doing this with my daughter. When some people do it at home or in the school, or they just keep sharing. It's very simple. It's just feeling and being there. And I know also that at the beginning could be tough because we were always escaping, and suddenly some say go here and do it, but it's worth trying. This is an invitation. I tell you before I wanted to be enlightened. I wanted to be a guy that with superpowers. You know why? Just not to feel what I was feeling. And then I realized I don't need this ritual or that or the other thing or this. I was searching for healers. I was searching for someone that changed something inside. I was looking for from which planet I was coming from, which was in my other life, who was in other life. I was always searching and looking for things to explain the why it's happening here. Till the moment that I changed and I understood that, Gaston, do you feel it? Yes. So take it or leave it. No, I take it. So if I feel it, it's mine. And it's an opportunity to me. And this answer one of the questions that I got today. The people say, well, Gaston, how do you know if it is yours or if it is his or hers? And because I am very good here, I'm so happy, and suddenly appear this person, contract. This person is with bad energy. I want to escape. And I don't want to see the person. The people is talking to me. So how can I get this person gone from my life? Well, you can utilize it as a possibility to the little pressure or fear, because it's a frequency that this person has the same fear for sure, the same frequency and the fear. And you get triggered. So you can go on to say, oh, when you appear, or when I look at your eyes, I feel fear. I would like to integrate, to put it back home. Could you stay there? And I'm telling you, although the person, they don't understand what you are saying, the person doesn't feel that you should back. Because before it was like, someone shooting that, you shoot back. Because it's anger. This is with anger. Someone can say, and you go, or defend. No, it's not. No, it's justification. So we just need to say, okay, you shoot. Okay, here. Give me the bullets. Like the Matrix. You like it, theater. No, but give me the frequency. If the frequency is not integrate, it's going to contract in me. And I utilize the possibility to expand. And then when the frequency is integrated in yourself, then the same person with the same fear comes to you, and you can stay here and nothing happen. Nothing happen, I promise. You can try it, because this frequency is integrated in your system. It's like a piano, very simple, The piano, you have See here, and when you go on this part of the piano, it's frequency. More frequency, you go higher, and you feel ah. And when you go to the piano in this part, dun, 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 dun. In the horror films, they utilize dun 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 dun. Why? Because it's a lower frequency, and the lower frequency contract, and the higher frequency expand. Oh, Gaston, the same thing that you were telling before. Two possibilities: contraction, expansion, contraction. Yes. Oh, so you are not saying to someone who plays piano that this is the good energy, this part of the piano, and this is the bad energy of the piano. It's so stupid, isn't it? Because all the keys are neutral. They're just different frequencies. So, what happens if we have a piano like this, and we have only 8 or 10 keys? Someone came and give us the possibility to put other key in our piano, and we say, and I put other key more in my keyboard. And now I have 9. Before I was playing like and now I can play and baby pom 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 pom. So someone come pom 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 pom, and I say, oh, I know this music, pom 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 pom, but I don't block because I already put the key in my keyboard. And when the person is coming here, pom 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 pom, and he's waiting that you, because everybody shoot him back. I say, I go everywhere and everybody's telling me that I have energy and nobody wants to me and I hate this and I hate that. And I say, oh, okay. I can understand that you don't feel understood. You feel alone. All this, all his feeling, all his frequencies, you already integrated. If one of them you don't have it, start again. The same process. So you again, you put other key. So, what happened for me with the spirituality? Spirituality invite us to put keys in this part of the keyboard. Let's go higher. Let's go here. Let's go and light it. Let's go in the light. Beep, 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 beep. Yes, you can put all of this. No problem. You're going to have a big piano till the end. But what happened with the key? No, I don't like it. This is bad. So I prefer to choose to do all of that and to have all of the bum 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 bum. But this part is go to the hell. Go to the hell because nobody wants to go there. So low frequency. High frequency, here we are, enjoy. And so, yeah, you're laughing. But I just go in higher frequency and lower frequency. So my invitation is, guys, you can put your piano in this direction, or you can start to put this one too. And I can tell you, it feels very good and very powerful when you start to put these things too, because you stay there, and when the people appear, you can always open. And when you still open inner space, you start to feel that you feel at home in the heaven and in the hell. I feel at home in the hell, where nobody wants to go because it's so low energy, frequency. And I say, hi, hello, I'm Gaston. Hi, nice to meet you, Gaston. I know you're a killer, you're this and that, you punch people. Yes, welcome. So I have the key also, so I can move free for all of this. And you can do too. I'm not special. I'm a regular guy who just realized that who likes to have a big piano. That's all. And I discovered the possibility to put more keys on this side too. I am just a regular guy who knows sitting on the info point, explaining how you utilize your smartphone, the apps from here. I say, I'm sitting on the info point. Are you interested to know more about these apps? Check it out. Listen to them. Feel them. And then you're going to get all this information. So, it's clear what I'm saying, or it sounds... I'm going to do the questions later, but just I wanted to check if it sounds too much crazy, the whole thing. So, okay. One thing more that I would like to share with you. It's like a very simple formula, you know, that I am going to do it with. I need some help. Can you help some people? We do it together. We were sharing one week for the Detox 3 together. So we are like, there's much more there, but I asked them if they can help me. They know this formula already and they are applying this. So I say, let's share this with everybody here for free. You know, it's just nice. So the first thing that I realized myself is that there is a situation. Can you help us here, please? A situation A. Let's call it A, because all of you have a situation always. So we have a situation A, and the situation A is always fixed. For example, one person told me that don't love me anymore. Whatever happened in the work, my friends did this. You know, all of you have situations that triggers and create something. What creates? Emotions. So we have A is a situation, and then we have the second part of the equation is C, is an emotion. Beautiful pictures. Thank you, Lucy. Richie did this. Beautiful. So I realized that this formula is, if something happened that I like it. Remember that I say I put lines before? In my old consciousness, I put lines. If something happened on the right, where is everything okay, my emotion was, oh, cool, I love that. Great. I'm so happy. Ooh. And then what happened? Something happened. Someone told me something that I don't want to listen. Or my girlfriend gone with other guy. And I felt so alone. And start to pain here. And there is other emotion. Ooh. It doesn't matter which emotion is. We have only two possibilities. So when I feel like the other one, I have no problem. Keep A. I love A. I love this situation. I love these people. I love this whatever. Ooh, it's so beautiful. I'm open. Then change this, and I get the contraction, and I am sad. I am angry. Whatever. All the things that you know. Perhaps you have some of them. Perhaps, I don't know. I had a lot. Okay. So, what happened when is this? I was trying to go to fix A. How can I change A in order to change the result of the quotient? Okay? That was my old consciousness. And never work because I couldn't change. Well, sometimes work because I developed some techniques to manipulate people. I utilized my energy. And it was like, ooh, my powers. Yes, I was great guy manipulating women. But anyway, it doesn't help. At the end of the story, my contraction was there, my pain was there, my fear of being alone was always there. So this formula, it doesn't help. I invest a lot of energy here trying to change A, to change situation, but I always got this. So I asked myself, it should be something else. I am missing something in this formula. Because if this is fixed, this is if you try to shave yourself and you put the cream on the mirror and you shave the mirror. And say, why am I still having Bart? And again, and you shave the mirror again. Say, oh, come on. Oh, wait, I don't know. This is a shaver. This is the one. And you never get the beard out because you are shaving in the wrong place. We are doing outside. We need to shave here. That's me. I need to work here. So I think, oh, okay, good. So what could be this, from where is coming from all these contractions? And then appears other part in the equation. And I say, ooh, what is that here? And this appeared the third part of the equation. Dun, 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 dun. And you know what was? Someone guess? Sorry? Filling. Okay. It's okay. You got something variable. It's good. So then I discovered that I had a mental structure in my mind. And I say, ooh, mental structure? That's what my family, my country, my everything around me gave me. And this mental structure read a situation, scan the situation. This mental structure was the line. In every country, in every culture, we have different positions from the line. But there is always a line saying, this part is good, this part wrong. Do you remember? So I had a lot of problem because I had the line too much here. And there was a lot of problem myself with the situations. So I discovered that I needed to upgrade this, the mental structure. Because before, my mental structure was pressing me. So when I start to feel with consciousness, my mental structure start to upgrade. Before it was this or that. You know? Never couldn't be both. But the next level, this is an invitation to you guys too, if you would like to try, is this and this. Huh, Gaston? This and this. And then you incorporate both possibilities that they go in different direction inside of you. And both are correct. See, that makes no sense. Make no sense because sense is here, but you can do it here. So you can start to expand and accept, and the upgrade in the mental structure start to appear. It's clear till here, somehow, or it's complicated? You get it, the idea? So our mental structure is the filter that they are reading this. So this is the weather. It's raining. Oh, I don't like mental structure. I don't like that it rains. I get angry. I get angry. So it is raining. I upgrade my mental structure. I don't change the raining or the weather. And then I am, oh, it doesn't matter if it's raining, it's okay. Because I upgrade this. I tell you something. So this is easy to understand. But there is one thing more very complicated. The mental structure is not only in our conscious part. If it is only in the conscious part, we can also upgrade. But we have also a lot of mental structure from our unconscious. And that is the difficult part that all of us, we get confused. We have a lot of unconscious structures that we don't know the reason. We met someone and activate things in us. And this is difficult to understand. Perhaps things you don't say, why I'm reacting so hard for something that is so simple? Why it's happening this? Why it's contract? Why? And you are never going to find the answer, because the answer is not in the logical, it's not in the conscious, it's in the unconscious. And you cannot go with the conscious to the unconscious. This is the difference. But I'll tell you a secret. Okay? The secret is we can read our unconscious with this machine, with this device, with this smartphone. Because the unconscious are going to create sensations in our body. Okay? So, if we cannot understand it, but if we can feel it, we catch it. If we don't feel it, it doesn't belong to our reality. It's like a radio. At this moment, there's a lot of radio frequency going through us, but we are not listening to this radio because we have no radio apparatus in this dial. But the frequency are here. So, but then when we start to listen some radio, it's because we have this frequency. We have the capability. So, a lot of people ask me, why is happening this, Gaston? And I say, I don't know. I can create a lot of stories, and I can say a lot of things, but I prefer to be pragmatic and simple. What do you feel? And the people say that some emotion. And I ask, where do you feel? How do you know that you feel this emotion? Well, because it's contracting somewhere. Where? I don't know. Just pay attention. Oh, wait. Yes, it's like a pain. I feel the pain. Where? Here, in my heart. Okay, let's feel the pain in the heart together. Oh, no. Yes. Would you like to try? Okay. So if we are open, we give the person the possibility to relax and to let this pain in. And it's a, Gaston, but it feels like a knife going inside. I know. Let the knife go in. I say, ooh, we are together. I am with you. And you allow, you give the permission that the integration can happen. Because for this person, it's a reality that there is a knife in the heart. It doesn't matter which is the explanation, but he's feeling this, and we need to respect this. And we can be with a person. We cannot try to say, who did to do something? It's not important, this story. Important is what do you feel and where, and then go in. And when you start to let this knife go in and in and in, and you keep opening, keep opening, keep opening, the whole knife, go inside the heart. And then you expand. And then I ask the person, pass again here in the mental structure. Yes, my girlfriend left me. Can you feel the pain? No, not so much. Okay, beautiful. You were integrating this fear of being alone, or being left, or fear of, or pain that not to have value enough. So this is how this works. The invitation is, you can keep trying to change the situation, the reality, what the people say to you. You can try to do a lot of rituals, go to healers, whatever you want, or you can start to work on yourself. But to work on ourselves, we need to be humble. It's very difficult to be humble because when we start to realize that we have or we are all the things that we don't want to have, we are judging, it's very difficult to be humble and say, oof, I am all this. But if we start to feel it and feel it and feel it, the whole thing get in and we relax. And then we stop judging. We don't need to judge anymore because we understand why someone is shouting at us. Because he's shouting very angry because he has a pain also. And if we integrated the same pain, we understand the person, although the person is shouting at us. And we are open. And I say, I understand that you have a lot of pressure, a lot of pain. I am here for you. You can keep shouting. And I feel your pain and I am with you. We don't need to close or escape. And we give this person the possibility to readjust the energy. Although he never listened this conference. Only we can do this. So it sounds simple. It is simple, but we need to be humble. We need to be patient, very patient. We need to go slow, step by step in this process. And we need to take care of ourselves. Yes, it's like diving in a swimming pool of shit. We don't want to jump in the shit. We want to go to wellness. And I say, well, hold on. Let's just scuba dive in the shit. Oh, no. But when we go to where we don't want to go and we start to dive, it doesn't feel good. It's hot, Gaston. It smells not good. I know, but let's keep going down. Oof, I don't like it. But when you are diving, you cannot talk. You ask the other. And the other say, say it like this or like this. And so I dive with the people. I don't let the people, this is a swimming pool of shit. Go, dive. No, I jump with them. But sometimes we go so deep in the pain that the people shake and shake and shake and shake and shake. And I say, well, hold on, breathe, expand, breathe, expand. Okay, now? Go down. Okay. And we keep feeling and feeling and feeling. And the cool thing is that then when we finish and we get to the end, we realize that the whole shit is clear water. It's unbelievable. I don't know why it happened. Don't ask me. But this is what the people feels at the end. But you need to go till the end and touch it. And then it's like, something happened. Something upgrades. I don't know why. I don't care either. So this is also the invitation. And trying this helped me to not to be a victim anymore. Before I was victim of what happening in the life, was people were telling me all the things, and now I take my responsibility. I check my mental structure, and if it is contracting, how is contracting? I utilize this possibility to put a new key in the keyboard and to expand. And then I share this inner space with people. That's all. No magic, no angels, no light, no inner space. I'm not saying that that is wrong, because I am an expert of ascended masters and angels and a lot of things that I really love in one part of my life. But then suddenly something happened that say, we don't need these things outside anymore. Keep working and keep expanding inside. And I would like to share with you a little poem that I wrote a couple of days ago. And this is, for me, the best present that we can give anybody. Today, I just want to look in your eyes and let you tell me, what do you feel? Today, I just want to give you all the space so you can be yourself. Today, I just want to feel and not to talk. Today, I just want to be and not to judge. Today, I just want to be me, transparent, sincere, and vulnerable. Today, I just want to give you my inner space, so you can expand without limits all your being. So, I think that if you really love someone, don't give love, give inner space. Because if someone wants to be loved, it's because he's asking something from the outside. But if you give inner space, you give the possibility to expand 360 degrees in all directions, without judgment, without limitations. And we can only give this if we are clear in ourselves. That is why what we are sharing all together is this sharing clarity. This is the name of the idea that I would like to share with people. Yes. And I don't want to bring this only for Breatharians or spiritual people. I have the feeling that I would like to share this clarity with the society, because I got the impulse a couple of years ago. Gaston, come back to the society, because I escaped. Remember when I was 30, I escaped. Come back and share this. And I work also in finance, and I would like to share all these things with corporates in finance, because I think it's something very simple to understand, and we can do it. We don't need to do a lot of years of meditation to be good persons. Sometimes I find people, meditating, and then you go and you ask and say, don't bother me. And there's a lot of energy and emotions in all of us, so just I want to say that if we can give us inner space, share inner space, we're going to have this peace and this freedom that all of us we are looking for, longing. And the other change in the consciousness that I had is, before I thought, if I am here, there is a space for me, and there is not a space for Eric or for Joel, and I need to fight. And when I realized, when I start to open my inner space, I can expand and include all of these things here, all Eric in all his emotions, Joel, Luigi, and we can expand all together in all directions, and we don't disturb each other, because it's frequency. We start to share frequency, so we don't disturb us. The other way around, we are happy that the people start to be in themselves and glow and discover their talents, everything that they can do, and they keep sharing with people. There's no more competition. The competition dissolves. Start this cooperation from itself. So, yes. I think. And we are sharing all these things in 7 days. We work in the emotions 6 hours per day, integrating this exercise, and the results are so beautiful. I have a 4 minutes video that I would like to share with you, some people sharing, but if you would like to listen more people, how was their experience, you can ask them, and there is other there that you can ask too. It is so beautiful for me. For example, in the last one, we have one person who was integrating a lot, and 2 weeks later, she wrote me a message and say, Gaston, my father passed away 2 days ago, and I feel such a peace inside of me that I wouldn't feel if I wouldn't create it inner space during the week with you. So she was very, very thankful for that. And this is one example. There's a lot of things that people, when we create inner space, you have to try it. I cannot explain that. It's not something, it's something that you only can feel it. It's not explainable. And before I go to the questions, I would like to answer questions. I would like to say to you that if you resonate with this and you like this, we are also creating some kind of online community that we can share all this information, put this information, and we can support each other. We don't need Gaston always. We just need people who wants to take the responsibility of the emotions, and then try and do the exercise and enjoy. Yes. So, technical part, we have our next week by Eric in his house in France, in South France, and it is a house out of the grid. It's a house that no electricity, no water, nothing. It's not connected with the city. So he created a beautiful place, autonomous. It's a word? Autonomous, thank you. So, yes, and if you would like to keep doing the things, anyway, we are going to do a workshop tomorrow. So you got the information, and we can try tomorrow. I don't need to explain all the things tomorrow, so we can champ tomorrow. And you can choose, because some people say, oh, Gaston, I don't want to choose someone who is contacting me because I am offending the person. Because if I say, may I do an exercise with you because I don't like you, the person feels hurt. I say, beautiful. So if it helps, you give the opportunity to integrate too. No, how can I hurt the person? You are not hurting the person. The person has to take responsibility of his hurt. Because otherwise, I'm not being myself because I don't want that you feel, and we both are still living our life in the cages, and this is good. I am playing the good person in the world because I don't want to say everything that I feel because I don't want to hurt people. Well, and I say, okay, stay there, no problem. When you want to come out, when you want to be yourself, you need to start to say your truth. And your truth is, when I look at your eyes, I get fear. And that's your truth. There is no way to escape from that. No God, not Jesus, no Buddha. They can come here, they can appear here, but it's your responsibility. You can play the game as a kid. Oh, Daddy, could you help me? Could you take it out? Could you cure me? And Jesus say, hey, come on. Buddha, what we do? Do that? No, he says, come, grow. We want people with emotionally, we are like babies. I don't want to feel this. You know, so let's start to take the responsibility and be there. You know, it's like, you know, the babies, when they're babies or start to walking, they cannot control the pee, you know, so they go there and you change the pee. And this is the same things with emotions. We have an emotion, and we don't go to the bathroom, and then we see someone and we threw the emotion, we threw the pee. We need to take care of that. We need to learn to say, oh, I am feeling sorry. I am talking with you and I am feeling that I need to go to the bathroom. That means I need to take care of my emotion. And everybody, if you need to go to the bathroom, everybody understand. Okay, no problem, go to the bathroom 2 minutes and then you come back. And with emotion, it's the same. You need 2 minutes to integrate your emotion and then you come back. So we need to learn all these kind of things and be mature. Not emotional babies with big bodies. No, just grow up. It is an invitation. If you would like to take it, it's beautiful. Yes. So, the video. Yes, let's go to the video. Let's go to the video. Thank you for the help. Yes.